YouTube, what's up? Let's talk about it. 50 Cent, Wendy Williams, Kendrick Lamar, and the Kennedy Center. Let's talk about it. Bah! Yeah. Woo! Hello, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and whoever receives these lives from me. Hello, what? Hello, everyone. I am Miss Tia from the Miss Tia and Robin Show. Ooh, honey, it's dangerous out here. Okay, I got a new wig on, so go with me. Don't stare so much. But we got some great topics today. Listen, if you have not subscribed to this channel, go and subscribe. Subscribe right now. Subscribe. I'm Miss Tia from the Miss Tia and Robin Show. Me and my co-host, Miss Robin, we do a podcast every Friday. We've been on this kind of hiatus, but I think we'll be coming back soon. I think she's rested up enough to come back. Robin, if you hear this live, put something in the comment and let me know when you're ready now. Hello once again, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is an opinion-based show. I tell everybody this is just my opinion. I don't know none of these people I'm talking about, but I'm just talking from experience. Not all the time. And I think I'm right all the time. Sometimes. I don't want to be that arrogant to say I'm right all the time. But, sometimes I hit the nail on the head, right? We got some great topics today. Ooh, honey. We're talking about 50 Cent, the Kennedy Center. Did you see that in the news? We also talking about Wendy Williams. She may be free. Who else I got here? And Kendrick Lamar. What a Super Bowl. Listen, I only come once a week, so it's just my time to give my spiel and my opinion about what I think about the Super Bowl. I thought the Super Bowl was everything. To all the people who still hating and it's Saturday, you're crazy. Find something to do. You may need a black job. But shout out to Kendrick Lamar once again. He showed his creativity, his artistry, and who he is, and why he is one of the most significant pieces in this thing we call hip hop. He's needed. His artistry is divine. It's great. It's trailblazing. He's just an amazing artist. And we love people who bring something that we never seen. It's amazing to see all the critiques of people saying, oh, he should have done this. He should have done that. Not now one of y'all, and I said it just like that. Not now one of y'all would have told, Bazark or people who are artists, artists of that caliber how to paint. You wouldn't tell Picasso, is that his name? Picasso, how to paint. Michelangelo. You would just sit back and be amazed of the artistry that came from their souls. So how dare you, people in America, tell Kendrick Lamar which way his art should be painted. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to do no breakdown like everybody's doing. I think everything I heard was amazing with the breakdowns and everything. I think it was so good. Black. The NFL Super Bowl turned black. It amazes me how this year have been the blackest year with the whitest president in the in the house, right? It's been the whitest and the blackest time of our lives. And we all should be back soaking it up. I got some nails for my women, but I haven't put them on today. But I'm going to put them on later. But so I'm so excited about how it turned out. Shout out to Kendrick. He did something that we've never seen. And everybody ought to take note. We're in a moment where I told people we're coming around the spectrum again where your Whitney Houstons, your Michael Jacksons, your Prince, all of those, your Jimi Hendrix, all of those true artists are being rebirthed again. And if you're not bringing something to the table that have never been seen of that kind of caliber, you're not going to be able to plant yourself in this time. We're looking for people, or we're trying to see things that we haven't seen before that can guide us and give us new directions, right? So if you're not that kind of artist, or whatever you do, you're not to be fitted for this time. That's in anything. If you're in engineering, if you in if you're in food, whatever you're in, if you're not bringing something new, a new ideology, a new idea that can spearhead us into the future, you would not last. We're not in a copycat moment. We're not in a cosplaying moment. We're in a moment where you have to be authentic. Authentic, honey. I think that's the word of the time. You have to be original. Original. This is what I love, and I may do some reference from old and new, but I love this about Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl. The Celine jeans, the bell-bottom jeans, which that's nothing new, but to see how it have taken on a new moment. These jeans, the Celine bell-bottom jeans, sold out quickly right after the Super Bowl, and even now, like $1,000. These jeans is like $1,000 Celine jeans. Everybody is trying to get them. I'm trying to find it. They got a pair of my size. I'm trying to find me a pair of them jeans. But I don't know if you guys remember this, but I came up also in the 80s, 90s, where MC Hammer had the parachute jeans. Remember that? You remember when MC Hammer jeans went viral as well? There was the MC Hammer pants. There was the parachute pants. I read an article, and it said about how MC Hammer didn't like the name parachute pants, so they named them the Hammer pants. Let me give you a good story. How many minutes I got? I got a couple minutes. I remember I was young. My mama couldn't buy me none of them Hammer pants. She couldn't. We was poor. So, but I was young. I wanted some of them Hammer pants. Ooh, honey. Hammer gave us Oakland, California, too legit to quit. Ooh, we all thought we were one of Hammer girls, right? Anyway, I wanted a pair of those pants. Mama couldn't buy me that. So one day we went up to my grandma's, right? And she was like, I got you a gift. I was like, what is it? Because you know, a girl love a gift. And she was like, I opened it, and it was a pair of them Hammer pants. Ooh! Wait a minute. Wait. Because y'all acting like I'm crazy. And only the people of then know about the Hammer pants. It was everything to get your hand on a pair of them Hammer pants. So I feel the people of now, how they are so excited about how Kendrick Lamar have made these pants that's been out for a while the it thing to have, right? But having those Hammer pants was the highlight. I think I wore them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Sunday, back again. You know, we was in the projects. You didn't have no washing machine, so you kind of washed them in the sink. Stop playing. Y'all don't know about these stories. But anyway, so to see Kendrick Lamar revamp this thing with these pants, instantly in my head, it reminded me of the Hammer pants. Okay, so y'all ain't old enough. That's why y'all don't know nothing. You're young. Stupid. But I love that about that moment. That was a great moment. One of the greatest moments too for me with the Super Bowl, when the intro and everybody was popping out the car. I thought that was great. When I saw the G and X on the stage, I was like, this nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy. But I love that moment. I also liked it the moment when he did Peekaboo. And he popped up out the screen. Peekaboo. Diabolical. Is that the word now? Kendrick Lamar is crazy. Peekaboo. I thought that was amazing. I laughed so hard. I screamed so bad, you guys. I screamed so bad during that performance. I didn't get to see a lot of stuff. I had to watch it like 5 times to just even get a lot of stuff. But shout out to Kendrick Lamar once again. You did it, brother. You did it. You are spearheading hip hop. making us love this genre again, like really bringing it back to its essence of how we all love it. Hip hop expressions. I love that you putting not only California on the map, but we able to see a different part of the world through your eyes. I tell people, a lot of us would never go to these places in real life, but when we look on TV, when we look on the internet, and we see people from these different places, if it's California, New York, Dakota, down in the South, we visit you guys' area through you. So put on the best representation from your area, because this is how I get to go to different places. You know, you can read a book also, and it can take you to different places. You know, what's a great book I loved? I think it was Sister Soldier. She had some book, and it was called Midnight. And at this point, Midnight, he was in China. We literally was in China through this book. So be very mindful when you display your artistry and who you are amongst these cameras, these televisions, because people get to visit your area through you. Okay, let me move on. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar again. I loved it. Let me get some tweets. Rihanna said, perfect fit. She called him the GOAT. I really love that. Spike Lee also said he wanted to thank Kendrick Lamar. He kind of correlated his movie production with the 40 acres in the mule. I don't know. You know, we all take stuff and make it our own when it comes to Kendrick Lamar. Huh? Even the church people, when Kendrick Lamar was doing it, they was like, that's the church walk. You know, everybody end up taking something from this young man. Like he said, he's an old soul. No telling where he goes in his dreams at night. It's crazy. Magic Johnson said Kendrick brought the house down. Magic Johnson. Kevin Durant, he said, I didn't see it. Well, Kevin Durant, we didn't see you. Mm-hmm. Do we got a wife? Get you one. You need one. Maya Didon. I like Maya Didon. Shout out Maya Didon. I think she's a great artist. Somebody need to pick her up. She said, incredible. See? Uh-huh. Yeah. Next topic. Who else? 50 Cent. Rest in peace to the icon Big Meech. Listen, I tried not to touch this. I didn't want to be involved with this because I saw where this was going. 50 Cent used the YouTube streets to literally destroy the icon Big Meech, not Demetrius. I'm talking about Big Meech. He destroyed Big Meech's life through the YouTube streets. Listen, this is what I don't want to tell the people who been preserved in prison all their life. Be careful when you come back out here. It's dangerous. You remember when Marlo came back on the streets on The Wire, and he ran into the new young boys on the block, and he was like, you know who I am? And the little young boy was like, who you is? And he was like, I'm Marlo. They were like, we don't give a fuck about no goddamn Marlo, nigga. We're running the streets now. At that moment, Marlo knew his time was up. And I think Big Meech had that moment. And to Demetrius, because I think that's his name, I think now you need to put Big Meech to rest. I think you need to rebrand yourself as who you really are. That God told you, Demetrius Henning. I don't know. But I think this is the perfect time for you to rebrand yourself. I think who's ever in his ear should have told him he should have been taking on some kind of speaking engagement. Maybe even doing some kind of ceremonial things where he could have went to the school and talk. Maybe he could even go to some colleges. Now people in the entertainment industry are able to go into colleges to speak on their trade. Let's say Meech could have a class of him being a street hustler, right? Wouldn't that be a great college course? Even though the game is not to be told but sold. But listen, the internet is here now. Everything is sold and told. So this is his moment. He could become a college professor. They can have a Big Meech sell these things and make them teachable moments. Whoever is in his ear, I don't think they are guiding him into the right spaces. Listen, entertainment in this space is over. I think Big Meech is trying to be back on the streets. This is when you watch the movies and when you hear people speak, they always say, oh, he'll be back in jail. This is the prime example of someone may go back to jail because he do not know how to adapt back into society. Society being preserved like he was. A lot of people go to prison. If you go to prison at 15 or 17, your life kind of stops at that moment. That's why when they get back out, sometimes they still have the mindset of a 17-year-old or 16-year-old. And so Big Meech was preserved when he went in, when he was the man. To be honest with you, life stopped for him. So when he came back out, he still had that mindset that he was this big person when that life was no more for him. But for some reason, he couldn't adapt. Listen, get back into society, Demetrius. You may even need to get a black job. You know, this is the way for people now. And I think you need to start over. Start from the bottom. Don't go back that way. That way is a dead end. You did that before. Don't do that. So I think that's something that he ought to pay attention to. Somebody need to get in his ear and say, hey, it's another way to do this. And I don't think that's the way. Little Meech spent all the money. And we got to start from the bottom. It's okay. What I felt like he should have done, he should have gotten under 50 Cent, learn the business. I tell some of the people all the time, I tell some of the young men too, I say, okay, you're working at the fast food restaurant, which is good for a moment. Learn the business. Make it to where you can even learn how to do the books. So guess what? One day, guess what you could do? You could be a restaurant owner. Why? Because you have experience. So if anything, he could have sat under 50 Cent, learned the business, and maybe venture off to do his own thing. But this is what I learned about us in this community. We don't like to learn from each other. And we fail because we missed a moment where we can take, where we can learn from each other for, bye. Get a black job. That's my cure for Demetrius. Get a black job. Who is next? Wendy Williams. And I gotta go. How many minutes? Woo! I got 15 minutes. Wendy Williams did a documentary with TMZ, Harvey Levy. Did you guys see it? I didn't see it, but I saw the interview on TMZ with Harvey Levy. Hold on, I'm trying to find a man's name. You know, it's two lawyers, and they are called Two Angry Men. Harvey Levy and Mark Gregors. I can't think of his name, but he was a celebrity lawyer back here. But they did an interview with Wendy Williams trying to show the public that Wendy Williams is functionable. The lawyer Mark was talking about how people on the street are less functionable than Wendy Williams, and no one pays attention to him. But he brought out that it was the money. It's the reason why people are so concerned about Wendy. They want to control the money. But I think Wendy is about to be free. What bothered me and scared me is they talked about her son. They were saying that her son may be at fault. Now, I'm noticing that when things happen like this, everybody try to find who is the fall guy. And for some reason, it looks like Wendy Williams' son is about to be the person to be the fall guy. But Wendy Williams in the interview, go and watch it on TMZ, Harvey Levy, she constantly wanted to defend her son and saying, listen, he was young. I love my son. Even though he may have done some things wrong, he's still my son. I forgive him. So I think that may be the reason of some of her reasons why she's in this place that she's in. But I think Harvey Levy and them good white people finna be the reason Wendy Williams is about to be free. So shout out to Wendy. I hope now she will have some great people around her to help her to maneuver through the rest of her life. Kevin, you ain't getting her money. And if I got to go in a sober house for 10 years, you ain't getting my money. Read between the lines. Okay, I gotta go. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I gotta go. Did you guys see this? Let's do some political. Shonda Rhimes, she resigns from the Kennedy Center board, after Trump appoints himself as chairman. Listen, I was kind of in a weird space with this because I'm noticing that everybody of color who was in these positions all of a sudden are jumping off the ships. And I'm saying, why? I always was told through some of my mentors that people of color, sometimes we need to sit in some of these rooms to have an opinion concerning things about us. And hold on. And I'm sorry. I gotta get my face right. To have an opinion about us. And sometimes when there's no one that looks like me or you in the room, people don't know how to give to us. But then I noticed she had the role of treasury. And if anybody is watching anything that's going on in the media now, the Trump administration is going after everybody who's over a lot of the money in these spaces because they feel like people are abusing their privilege when it comes to the money. Shonda Rhimes' role in treasury, where she was the financial aspect. She was the cash investment decision maker. She was the financial planner and reporting. She monitored cash inflows and out. So, I said, that's the reason why she was resigned. Shonda, what were you doing? Were you stealing? Because being so pro-black as a lot of those Democrats are, why would you kill the team and jump off the ship if nothing's wrong? You know, the Trump administration is going after everybody when it comes to finance because they feel like a lot of people are pocketing a lot of money in crazy spaces and maybe even giving it to themselves. They found millions of dollars in some places that don't make sense. Condoms, $20 million in condoms. That's weird. So sometimes you got to think about the things that he's saying. It's kind of crazy. And when you see the Shonda Rhimes and people of color who you guys look up to, and you see them in these spaces and they're not even giving back to the community. I can see if you was Robin Hood, he robbed the rich to give to the poor. Y'all ain't even robbing the rich and giving to the poor. Y'all robbing the rich and putting it in y'all pockets. So to be honest with you, maybe you need to resign because he may find some things that may be deemed to your character. Oh, Shonda Rhimes, I'm so disappointed in you. You know, we fight, being a woman of color, we fight for positions. We even hold some of you guys on our shoulders because we don't want to be in a position, but we're trusting you to be in the positions to carry out these things. And a lot of you guys take these positions for granted. Who taught you? Who taught you that? It's weird. So I'm watching even the girl down in Georgia. I can't think of her name. She was the ex-mayor. She even resigned. Why? You in a black town. You supposed to be over. Why would you resign? Will they find something that you wouldn't be proud of? That's what it seems. But I'm so disappointed in you guys. Oh, it's terrible. Issa Rae, actor Issa Rae, she canceled her sold-out show that she was putting on at the Kennedy Arts Center. Why? I'm so disappointed in y'all black women. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm so sad. Eric Adams, case drop. Jay-Z, case drop. But I'm going to talk about Eric Adams. How many minutes? 10 minutes. I gotta go. I want to talk about this. This is my political moment. Eric Adams talked about his interview. He went on the interview with Tucker Carlson. I hope I'm saying his name right. But he talked about how he was persuaded to do things he didn't want to do during the Democratic administration, and he was punished for not doing it. But to be honest with you, the city was destroyed, so he did do something. But now all of a sudden his case dropped, and he had like a media press, and he talked about how the city now is less violent. A lot of the crime have went down, and now things is turning for the good. Why? because you got a new administration who putting pressure on you to be honest? Disappointed. So disappointed with you guys. But and then he coming up for re-election soon. But should the people of New York trust you? That you won't take another buyout to allow them to suffer. A lot of people suffered in Chicago and New York because of you guys taking this moment for yourself and not thinking about the people. Now, this is to the people in New York. Because, see, I'm in a red state. They don't play that here. Be careful who we are putting in these seats to represent us. And how much money would make you betray us. It's weird. It's not of God. Y'all think about that before you start voting these people into these seats. Remember, you have the power. And you watch how people act when no one is looking. That's how you can tell how people would do when someone, is looking. Did I say it right? Did I say it right? But anyway, I gotta go. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the topics today. Tell me, how do you feel about the topics today? Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Hi, I'm Miss Tia for the Miss Tia and Robin Show. See you next week. Bye.